watch another.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's a quick pass to the right side, cut. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out now in his 9th NFL season.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Blown back, it's the handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They go play action on first. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, stiff arm. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
This time it's a passing play. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
2nd and 8. Complete out to the right. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Play action on first down. Connects on the crosser.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Going ground game again here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle, instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got first down from the 31. Motioning the tight end now. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions driving. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He'll throw it yet again. Dump off caught by his back. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. They're throwing it. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A 27-yard look here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's a return from the 7. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Stepping up, and he's going to run. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Catch made over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. Dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And they really lean on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing from the gun here. Finds a man right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They motion the tight end over. To throw here on first down. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown and check down, touchdown and check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on first down in the red zone.
Offense to the line for second down. They bring their tight end left. The give here on second. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pass play coming here. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, an a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a two-point try coming up.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. And he's into the end zone for two. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting him a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Baltimore running its offense out now. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st down, ball at the 36. Right up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's going to throw this one. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's going to run for it. It's an option right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And the defense brings him down before he can get close. They force the turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Put the body on the line for his team. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Second and 3 now. Looking to the air here. Has it down close. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing now on first down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They send him left out of the slot. 2nd and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Ravens trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
He'll throw it yet again. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pass play now. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game.
Ravens 14.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. He finds space into the red zone. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. Now he's past the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on second down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.